My name is Amy Charity. I grew up in Fort Collins, Colorado, and I live in Steamboat Springs, and I'm an avid gravel racer now. Gravel events are all the rage right now, and that's for good reason. I think the first part of it is they are incredibly inclusive. They tend to be mass starts, so you show up and you pick where you want to start the event. And there might be World Tour pros there, and there might be 75-year-olds doing their first ride. There is everybody there, and they tend to be on different types of bikes. In a gravel race, you can be on a road bike, a gravel bike, a cross bike, a mountain bike, a fat bike. There's so many different options. And it really is the great equalizer. Everyone starts together. It's a very inclusive environment. I've found that across the board with every gravel event that I've ever done. So I think that gravel is specifically inclusive to women, and that is for several reasons. One is that you can ride together. That's often not the case in other types of events, whether you're road racing or mountain biking, you're on your own. And in gravel, you can agree to ride with your friends, and I think that's something that's really appealing to many women. It also is often more of the whole experience of it. It's less about that end result or winning the race. There are certainly fast racers in gravel, and there are certainly people that want to win, but there's this whole group of people who just want to finish the race. And I think that with that as the goal, it can make it a lot more fun, less intimidating, more relaxed. A lot of them are long distance events where you're out there for such an extended period that you're sometimes on your own, and you're looking around and you're really taking in your surroundings. And that's what I think is so appealing. In terms of clothing and gear for gravel riding, it's you tend to get out there and you're in a bit more of an unknown than if you're on pavement or on just a road ride that you would do. So I always try to be more prepared for anything. Sometimes you're on a gravel road that gets really chunky gravel, so you're out there a lot longer than you intended. Or sometimes you get onto double track and there are more potholes or sometimes water crossings, and so you end up being colder than you would have been if you were just out on a road ride. So for that reason, when I do a gravel ride, I think it's important to plan for a lot of different conditions, because you tend to run into things that you may not on other types of rides. That means an extra jacket, a pair of gloves, even if it's warm out to begin with, maybe knee warmers or leg warmers, even on a day that's borderline a warm day. So really being more prepared, because gravel, the whole spirit of gravel is getting out there and discovering unknown places. And so for that reason, you want to be prepared, and the best way to do that is make sure that your body temperature is as comfortable as it can be. I'm a co-founder of a gravel race in Steamboat called SBT Gravel, and I had two business partners that we all thought, why are there no gravel races in Steamboat? We have literally 600 miles of gravel roads in our county, and we just thought this is such a perfect destination. There are very few places that are resort towns and then backed up by ranching communities, and that's what makes Steamboat magical. And so we decided that we would put on a gravel event, and it went from an idea of let's make sure we can get a bunch of people from all over the state to why not the country to why not the world, and it exploded from there. So the parts of putting on an event like SBT Gravel are really the impact you can have on the community, and not just Steamboat Springs, but the broader cycling community. We have people who show up and don't think they can do a distance and then accomplish it, and it's incredible to see that transition that people go through. Unbound, it's now called, formerly known as Dirty Kanza. I've done that race twice. Unbound throws a lot at you. 200 plus miles is a long day in the saddle, no matter how fast you are. And what surprised me about it was just how intense the racing was. It is an incredible experience, though. You reach such a deep level when you're out that long, working that hard, of just getting to know what your limits are and getting to know how you can come back from a pretty deep low. It's an incredible race. It's an incredible day. I remember my first year doing it at mile 30, I was redlined and wheezing, and my heart rate was in the 180s, and I was like, oh my gosh, I think I'm done. And meanwhile, I had 170 miles to go, and I'm already looking forward to doing it again next year.